talking about the recovery into the catch, and I like to break it up into two parts. First part is the body preparation, and then the second part is the blade preparation. And while most coaches, if not all coaches, will agree on the importance of early body preparation, they often get stuck talking about the quick hands away and don't really talk about the body way. One of the things we've really noticed over the past 6, 7, 8 years in the change in the upper levels of rowing is the ability to really focus on getting the body out of bow immediately at the end of the drive. Almost to the point where if you watch closely, these Olympic rowers are coming into the finish and letting the shoulders and the nose and chin roll out of bow almost before the hands have completed the drive. So if I do that, if I let my body come out of bow early, it's very easy to get early body preparation. Getting hands away doesn't do anything to get my body out of bow. So instead of focusing on the quick hands, instead what we really like to talk about is the idea of body away. The hands will come with it, but by letting the body get away, I get the early body preparation, and I'm also able to keep the arms very loose, which is going to be a big help when I get up to the catch, and then also as I start the drive. So the early body preparation, think nose and chin out of bow, let the shoulders roll out of bow, and then let the arms come with it. But then by the time I get to half slide, I've easily got my body angle set, and then from half slide to full slide, all I need to focus on, along with getting the blade ready, is letting the knees come right up underneath me. So from finish up to half slide, I want the body angle set. From half slide to full slide, I'm just thinking about compressing the legs up into the catch. What's very important is that we're not coming up to the catch and diving when we get there. I don't want to put pressure on the foot stretcher until I get equal pressure out on the blade to counterbalance the pressure on the foot stretcher. If I drive before I get the blade in the water, I'm literally going to make the boat go backwards at the time that I'm trying to get the boat going forward. So I want to talk about the idea of lightness coming into the catch. I'll talk about tiptoeing into the catch, whatever adjective you want to describe, to think about being very, very light, coming up, 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 and then being able to get the blade in right at the end of the recovery. So the second half of the stroke, I want to start thinking about blade preparation. We don't talk about early blade preparation. I'm trying to time it so the second I get my blade fully squared is the same second that I reach the end of the recovery with the slide. So I put the blade in the water right as I get to full reach and full slide. With the loose arms, I can keep the body very still and very stable, which helps keep the boat stable, and I can get that last little motion right there from the elbow, getting the blade to square and drop. We use a couple analogies to think about the motion of the blade to the water. I'll think about a snow ski. The ski is very flat. At the end of the ski, there's a little tip that goes up and away, and I'm trying to get my hands to follow the tip of the ski so that as I'm rolling my hands up, I'm letting the hand literally go up and I'm letting the blade roll down into the water. Another analogy we use is we think about the idea of tossing something away. At the very end of the recovery, I want to toss my oar handle away, and I'm literally just letting the blade just drop into the water. If I let go of the oar, the blade will find the right height. There's no need to lift the hands up into the catch. So the idea of letting the blade just drop as I approach the catch. There's a couple of drills that I like to do, and particularly to think about as I row. One very simply is called the finish to catch drill. I sit here at the finish, I tap down, I roll up, I catch. I want to think of the importance of being able to get that blade in at the end of the recovery and to make that catch the end of the recovery and not the beginning of the drive. And so by doing the finish to catch drill, I'm also emphasizing the whole idea that the release, the recovery, and the catch are not part of the drive, but they're part of the recovery. So loose and light all the way up and in. Last thing, get in the habit of being comfortable sitting at the catch. Light and loose here. If you're not comfortable sitting at the catch, going to be very difficult to be loose and relaxed as you come up into the catch. Very difficult to be able to do a good start when you get on the starting line if you're sitting there tense. So learn to relax. That early motion out of bow that we talked about first, that's what's going to allow you to keep the arms loose, nice and relaxed, unweight the hands, and then that will lead you in the next part, the drive.